Hey y'all, come in and close the door. Let's talk about the accusations against Jennifer Williams' husband. Y'all know Jennifer Williams from Basketball Wives, right? Well, the couple got engaged in August of 2023, and it wasn't long before the word on the curb was that Jennifer's boo thing was out here finessing folks out of their hard-earned cash. Yes. But that didn't stop Jennifer from moving forward with this guy and making him her husband, child. Now, the Basketball Wives star married her fiance, entrepreneur Christian Gold, just days after he was arrested. And he was arrested for violating his probation, and the violation was committed when he traveled out of the country with her without asking for permission from his probation officer. Gold was sentenced to 15 days in jail, but the judge allowed him to serve 2 days and attend their wedding. And after their wedding took place, Gold had to return to DeKalb County to serve the remaining 13 days of his sentence. Gold was also on probation for a false imprisonment charge, for which he served 30 months and was released in 2018. Now, some of the cast members of Basketball Wives tried to warn her. I can't recall Evelyn trying, to get Jennifer to think about the rumors floating around about this guy. And now he's being sued by a group of 20 plaintiffs. And the complaints are coming from people across the country who are all accusing him of the same thing. They say Gold orchestrated a fraudulent investment scheme that took over $120,000 from them. The lawsuit was filed last month on the 21st in Cobb County, and it alleges actual fraud, constructive fraud, and violations of the Georgia Racketeering Influenced and Corrupt Organization Act. They trying to hit this man with a RICO. According to the plaintiffs, Gold solicited funds for the investment opportunity, promising significant returns. However, they claim Gold never had a legitimate investment vehicle in place and instead operated a classic Ponzi scheme. They say Gold used money from new investors to pay returns to the earlier investors while diverting funds for personal use. The lawsuit states that Gold collected $120,430.86 from the plaintiffs, with the individual contributions ranging from $100 to over $25,000. The payments were made through various platforms like Zelle, Apple Pay. After he got the money from these people, he allegedly ceased communication and failed to return either their original investments or the promised return. He got a hold to their money and he just stopped talking. Now the plaintiffs are seeking compensatory damages of at least the amount that he got from them, along with the interest, and they also want treble damages under the Georgia RICO Act, punitive damages to deter similar conduct. They are also requesting reimbursement for attorney's fees and litigation costs, which I can understand. If all of this is true, it sounds like this man is in trouble. Now, I didn't see any response from Christian or Jennifer to these accusations, but y'all let me know, because sometimes y'all be knowing more than I know. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think, or have you heard anything about this? Now, let's talk about Karen Huger, child. The grind down just got sentenced to 2 years, with 1 being suspended. And it was due to that DUI arrest we already talked about that happened back in December, where she wrecked her car in Maryland. Y'all saw the video. In case you haven't, the link will be in the description. If I posted a video about it. In case you haven't already checked it out, the link will be in the description. But the incident was caught on camera, and Karen seemed to be under the influence, possibly intoxicated. Karen was charged and found guilty of DUI, negligent driving, and failing to control her speed. She was also facing reckless driving, but that charge was dropped. Now, Karen did eventually enter a 28-day inpatient rehab program and admit in court documents that she has a drug and alcohol problem. Karen claimed that the pressure of being a leader on the show and the loss of her mother in 2017 and her father less than a year later may have played a part in her decision to lean toward alcohol and antidepressants. And Karen shared this information in court hoping to get leniency from the judge, but the prosecution didn't let her slide. They argued that her efforts only started after she was convicted and not before. They also point out that Karen has a history of DUI offenses, having 2 prior convictions and a 3rd charge that was pled down to reckless driving. They're also calling out what they see as a half-hearted attempt in rehabilitation before her trial. Instead of entering a treatment program, Karen took a trip to Miraval Resort in Arizona, which her previous lawyers tried to pass off as a holistic wellness program. The prosecution isn't having it though. They called Miraval nothing more than a luxury spa and not an actual rehab or a counseling center. Even after being convicted, prosecutors argued that Karen only sought proper treatment to gain sympathy from court. They wanted her to face real consequences for her actions, and so they made a recommendation, which was a 2-year sentence with all but 6 months suspended. That would have given her 6 months behind bars, followed by probation. And they also wanted her to have a breathalyzer installed in the car she drives and for her to attend a Mothers Against Drunk Driving victim impact panel. Well, the judge took it a step further because we all know now that Karen has been sentenced to 1 year behind bars. So the prosecution, they got a little bit more than what they wanted. But now I want to know what you think about all this. Let me know in the comments. That's all I have for this one. If you like the video, support the channel and subscribe. Hit the like button and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.
Okay.
I'm Karen.
Montgomery County Police.
I would rather.
Remember,
I
everything's
don't
being
like
video
him.
not
Okay,
recorded.
I'd rather
It's
her
okay.
not do a lot of talking at this point anyhow, because she's probably a little bit upset
Well,
after
I'm
the
shook.
thing, so she's
Can I ask you where you're coming from tonight? Ma'am.
She said she was coming from a friend's house.
Okay. Which way were you driving on Oakland?
Were you having?
You had to
Were you coming from Bradley?
You having?
I'll take a look.
Yes.
You're coming from Bradley?
Well, wait. Well, you see it? Yes. Thank you.
You were driving on Bradley or from Bradley? Do you remember the accident?
Yes.
Okay. What happened?
Actually, nothing really. Wait, can you hear me?
Yeah, it's just that somebody ran you off the road.
They did.
Someone ran you off the road? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you remember that vehicle at all?
No.
Okay.